For some reason, we're having software issues with our iPad. When Aaron's done with hers, we'll pass the iPad on to you.
Okay.
I can use my phone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Are you not going live?
No, meaning like.
Oh,
for
and
this
what's the
thing.
Wi-Fi
Oh,
here?
I'm saying
use my phone.
if you want to do that, then all right, cool.
Yeah.
See, look
I
at you guys are
don't know.
awesome. Thank you.
Rob,
Yes, sir.
what's the Wi-Fi?
1100, 1211.
What's the one we click?
Circle Hub
Like one that
5G.
came in
Circle
before
Hub
they
5G.
enacted the you can't have like live.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi, Harry.
5 gex.
Sitting there like 3 months.
Oh, shit.
Well,
There's a circle of 5G, 5GE, and
That's why at this
2GE.
point I'm just
5G.
because 2G is longer like range, but 5G is
I
like
could just
more
go, like,
concentrated to
Is it
be closer
in
to
phone?
whatever.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what was the password again?
I'm doing Kieran's right now,
1122.
so we're good.
Rob, what was the password one more time?
1100. So 1100 1200
Joke
11.
around.
All right, now my stream. Hi
Yeah,
everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, cool.
I figured out how to stream from my phone.
Oh, God damn it.
Do you want to say hi to my stream?
Hey!
You want to say
What was that number? My stream!
1100, 1200.
11.
It was 1100, 1200, and what was the last one?
11.
1100, 1200, 11.
All right.
Is it still me?
Yes,
Okay.
that's still you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go live in approximately 5 seconds. All right. I love how Rich is like, yeah.
One more
Okay,
time.
where we
It's
are.
11. It's one
more
more
like my
0
fucking
0
hair is in my
1
face
2
again.
0
0,
0
1
1 1.
Yeah. No spilling the
I got white
Hennessy.
pants, man.
No,
You gotta
no
be
spilling
careful.
the Hennessy.
We're trying to get it.
God damn
Okay,
it.
it's the wrong password or something.
Or maybe I'm just a moron.
It should be 1100, 1200, 11.
Alright.
For Circle Hub 5G, not EXT, but the regular 5G.
Oh, okay, there we are. Okay.
And
Bonk.
this is for the what?
You're doing the EX.
Happy
yeah,
April
it's cool.
Fools, everybody. Hope you're playing pranks on your mom.
What? Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Because you know that he literally woke up and his mother called him, Kieran,
You're a baller.
what the hell happened? Happy April Fools, Mom! Like, I have shaving cream all over my house. Yeah!
How did you even get it?
Have you guys ever
Here you go, Kieran.
played?
It's going a little slow, but
That's okay.
still working.
Have you guys ever played? Have you guys ever played a prank on someone before? I tried playing a
I
prank.
can't get it.
I tried playing a prank on my
life.
brother once, and I put a metal bucket over the door filled with stuffed animals, thinking that he would open the door and the stuffed animals would fall out.
And he got hit by the bus.
So you just hear this
no.
thung.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start in 5, 4,
I can't
3,
get it.
2, 1. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Rob Fury here with Streamily.com, and I have the pleasure of being here with some of the cast of Genshin Impact.
Yeah! Woo!
Yay.
That was the most lackluster.
That was so
I
good.
love how Kieran and Richard are like.
Oh, are we on now? I'm
Doing
so
a
sorry.
Let me turn on my thing.
Cue us in again.
Wait,
It's okay. We'll get it. We got it.
We're
Good
good. We're
morning,
good. Okay, so
everyone.
ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for being here on the stream. Don't forget, you guys
Back
can
to
go
one.
to streamly.com/Genshin Impact and get some fantastic prints from any of these fantastic, talented people that we have here. And first off, we're gonna start off with a gentleman that has not only amazingly coiffed hair, but a voice that will put you to sleep or excite you. Aiden.
Quaffed. I didn't think of that.
You don't have to spell that word.
My name is Aiden Rudd. In Genshin Impact, I voice Kunjun, so I like to talk to rocks. And then I also voice Leon, so if you ever did the quest where you have to save a bird 1,000,000 times because he keeps getting trapped, that's me.
No. So hold on, you like playing with rocks? Like, do you kick rocks also?
But
Is that too old?
People can't hear us.
I was good.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear.
Hi,
Give me
everyone.
1 second. Hold
muted.
on.
hello everyone.
We're going to the audio.
We could say anything we want.
Peanut butter.
All right. Everybody should be able to hear us now. Should be able to hear us now.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
If you guys can hear us, put a thumbs
Shut.
up in the chat. Thumbs up.
You guys can hear us. Well, I mean, everyone on here can hear
I'm
us.
on
Elise
Spike
Rivera.
Let me.
Elise.
Wait, can we hear?
Spike
Thanks.
Bebop.
All right, so I
Hello,
believe that
everybody.
we are
You
up
going to
and
Festival
running,
in
and I
Hazel
will look at-
cosplay?
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
We're
Yeah,
starting
we're-
today.
There we go. All right.
Hi,
So let's start
everybody.
that
So you
one
can
more
either do
time. Starting off with Aiden.
Oh, wait, I can.
Hi, my name is Aiden Rudd. In Genshin Impact, I am the voice of Kunjun, the small boy who likes to see the memories of rocks. And I also voice Leon, the bird friend who you have to rescue 1,000,000 times in, I believe it's one of Fischl's quests, and 1,000,000 other NPCs on top of that. So, yeah, that's me.
Next up, the person with the reactions that would just have you laughing and
Whoa.
great sense of style.
Oh.
Damn.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Erin Yvette.
sibling.
I voice Arlecchino and similarly a bunch of other NPCs you may encounter around the world.
Yeah. We're getting the audio, all right. Why, thank you. Next up.
So jump scare.
Next up, a man that has at least 350 different vintage t-shirts, and they are finally pressed and folded.
Scary thing is that is weirdly accurate.
Love it.
Hi everybody, Richard Tatum. I play Piero, and you have no idea what you're in for.
Oh, well, can I just come back later?
I'll just.
What am I in for?
Actually, nobody knows yet. 'Cause we've only recorded.
Only the
I got
NDA
this
knows.
call. Actually, was it this summer? And they were like, "Hey, we're gonna record some Genshin." Great! And I get down the studio, and they're like, "There's your script." I'm like, "This is 3 lines." And they're like, "Yep." Okay, so we are 3 lines into Piero so far.
Yes. And we can't wait for the paragraph, baby. One more line.
Yeah, that's
Paragraph.
right.
Yes.
Technically, 4 is a paragraph. That is
Yes.
correct. Yeah, I
Love it.
believe that's what it says in the Oxford annotated. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway,
Next.
hi.
So next up, we have a gentleman from Ireland, Japan, with a sexy, sexy jacket. Rawr. Rawr.
Rob. Rob. Hi everybody, I'm Kieran Regan. I voice Shikano and Heizo in Genshin Impact, our little detective. And yeah, this is for those of you who don't know, I got a new jacket.
I loved you
Yeah,
in
that's super
Drive.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you know Evan Michael Lee?
Yes, I love it.
He's too buff for this jacket, so he gave it for me.
Evan, why did you not give it? I have 2 audio notes from Evan. I didn't get a chance to listen to on the way over here, but now I'm just going to be angry about it. Not giving you the jacket.
You gotta come to the gym with us, bro.
Oh, you're part of the crunch crowd.
Unfortunately,
He is pretty.
I do Pilates, so like I'm not.
Pilates ain't no fucking
I have a
joke.
Oh,
gym
no.
in my apartment complex.
And last and not least, the man that will give Fabio a run for his money.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Trigliafera. I voice Capitano and Yoimiya's dad. So, yeah.
Kieran, put your hand down. You're blocking his face.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Your hand wasn't in front of the camera at all.
no, anyway.
Oh, he said it about the owl camera.
Oh yeah. Anyway, hi guys. Yeah.
So yeah, go for it again, Chris.
Oh yeah. I voice the Fatui Harbinger Capitano and also Yoimiya's dad. That runs the fireworks shop. Naganahara Fireworks, who's hard of hearing.
So basically, if there is an arson, we know who to go to.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. He said it on tape. It's his fault.
I can neither confirm nor deny that Capitano is actually Yoimiya's father. I don't know. Probably not. That would
I
have
can
made much
probably
sense.
The
deny
audio's
it.
gonna get me out there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the cast. Thank you. Have a great night. No, I'm playing. That was great. Thank you for the introduction. So, first question I want to ask you guys. It's going to be a very generic question, but it's a very important question. How does it feel to be in one of the biggest video game franchises in the last 3 years? It literally has been one of the top franchises since it came out. So how does it feel to be a part of Genshin Impact. Like when do you wake? When you wake up, do you wake up with like ethereal music like Genshin? You know how?
Well, I'll start by. I think we might have a similar answer in that it's actually very tricky when you're a character that has only debuted in a trailer. That's all you can talk about, and there's a bunch of people who are huge fans of that character already, which is so incredible. But there's so little I can say about it. So engaging with these incredible fans is very delicate. So it's an interesting place to be.
Yeah, delicate's a good word for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly. And it is astonishing. Right out of the gate, it was actually, I might have told the story last time I was on, but I had no idea what was going on. I had auditioned for this, didn't know what I was auditioning for. The dialogue was not what was in the game. When I showed up, it's like, hey, you're in Genshin Impact. And I was like, what? And then the trailer dropped, and the first thing I got was a text message from Jenny Okobori saying, do you know what just happened to you? And I said, no. And it was nuts. Fans all over the world clocking in on social media, and it was amazing. But yeah, a lot of them want to talk about the character. I'm like, I can't. So yeah, delicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But soon enough.
Soon enough.
Yep.
I mean, for me, it was kind of crazy. I feel like I've told this story before, but for anybody who hasn't heard it, I knew what I was auditioning for. Because you can see like the little portrait in like the top left corner, and I just like, because I played Genshin right when it came out, and so I'm like, I didn't know how big of the game was, and then booked it, and the day I was moving was the day Hazo got announced.
Yeah,
I've told this. Okay, so I've told this, but basically, so
worth retelling.
Yeah. So I was moving. So I got maybe like 3 hours of sleep over the period of 2 days. Because I swear to God, because the like character announcement thing dropped, the stream at 3 a.m. And my phone just started going bzz, 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 just like buzzing nonstop. It was incessant, and I couldn't get to sleep. And so I had to turn it on like airplane mode. But then I'm like, no, wait, everyone's talking to me. I want to talk to them. And so I just stayed up on my phone from 3 till 8 a.m. And that was fun. That was a blast. It was really cool because I had like people that were like I don't know if you guys got this, but people reach out of the woodwork that you haven't talked to in years, like high school friends or like family, and they're like, oh my God, I
How
played
do
this
I
game.
get into this voice acting thing?
Congratulations! Remember that dollar you owe me back in 3rd grade?
You remember the Pokemon Emerald that you stole from my Game Boy? Yeah.
Now
That's specific.
that's a debt you got to settle.
Serious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, that was it for me. And then I wake up going, Genshin.
Yeah. Hey, flip side is that like my wife's friends' kids are now, their heads have apparently exploded because they're now like one step away from Fatui, and they're like,
Yeah, it's no longer
That's
6
awesome.
degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. It's 6 degrees of separation from a Genshin voice actor.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
That is true.
Yeah.
I was already Yoimiya's dad in it, which was fun. It was like with all the work I'd done, it was funny that one NPC, more people were like, "Are you in Genshin? Is this like NPC?" I was like, "Oh wow!" And then when I auditioned for Capitano, I had no idea it was Genshin. It was under, I won't say the code name, but it was a ridiculous Mad Lib code
Yes.
name of just
Yep.
and I thought it was like a small mobile game. So I'm actually glad I didn't know the magnitude of it because I just did my work like I do with a normal audition, but I didn't get in my head about it. It's like, I think I know who this guy is, and I think I know all that. So then when it came out, and then they said like, okay, we're going to be recording, and it said the captain. And I was like, probably just, and it's only a few lines. I was like, I'm probably just a dock worker or something for for a boat or something. And then anyway, it came at
we leave at midnight.
Yeah, and then we get in, and then I don't know about y'all, but like it was even for those 3 lines though, you understood the magnitude of it. I think we spent the first like half hour or hour talking about like the circumstances around it. So like really getting whole backstory. So it wasn't just like I say these lines, I don't know what they're meaning. Like we knew everything that was going on. So that was really neat. And I look forward to whenever Capitano launches in 2029 or tomorrow. I always say like never take anything I say about like when something's going to launch ever. I know nothing. I will give you no straight answers on Genshin. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah. So mine's a bit different because my character is not playable. My characters aren't playable. They didn't really have like a big announcement. So it's funny because even though they're not playable, I had like piles of monologues that I'm just doing for both Leon and Kunjun, and it's just funny because it's just a very different circumstance, and there's a lot less that I have to keep secret because there isn't an announcement. The character's just already out, so it's just a very different way of engaging with it. I already knew the magnitude by the time that I had recorded for the game and heard it release, and it's just. For me, it wasn't so much about like the large audience numbers. It was more about just they have really interesting stories to tell, especially with Leon and Kunjun, with like their whole stories about like Kunjun's memories are disappeared and he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. All he knows is he could read the minds of rocks or something. And Leon's like a projection of like a theater troupe person from like hundreds of years ago. So it's basically just me being incredibly extra. And yeah, so it wasn't so much about like the sheer magnitude of all, though it is really cool. I will not lie about that. But it's just, for me, it was just the stories with the characters were so interesting and so fun to play around with. So yeah.
And something less significant but just as valuable to me is I don't know if you guys have this, but trying to explain to like family or friends what you do for a living. It's really helpful when you're part of a franchise or a game or whatever, some kind of media that like exists in the public to the extent that you're like, Genshin, that thing you see on the side of the bus, or like is in all those YouTube ads you see, like I'm in that. And they're like, oh, cool. It provides context for people who aren't quite sure what voice acting is, which is it's a nice
At which point they then say, and what do you do for work?
Yeah. That's when you leave the room.
I signed prints for the game that I'm in.
When you told people that you're actually in Genshin, do they actually, the people that don't understand voice acting, do they actually say, oh, did you do the body double for it? Or, because I've actually had some voice actors say, get asked, did you do the body double for like a regular animation? And they just look at that person like, it's a cartoon, dude. I'm the voice, not, it's a cartoon.
Well, depending on the project, they will design like the character to look more like the voice actor.
Yeah.
Right? Like they did that with, obviously.
Your character.
You're right. So much. I look so much like no.
I mean, they did that with me. Like whenever Capitano takes off his mask, it's gonna be me.
Oh, is it really?
No. I keep hoping that's the case, though.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if they do this with Genshin, but I mean, they didn't really with me. But I know that like there are projects where they will base some of the animation off of what the actor's doing in the booth. Like I remember when I worked on Transformers, it was very much like that. They literally had a camera in the booth watching me as I'm acting, and the animators went off of that for the project. And I know that some projects do that. I don't think Genshin does, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. Some do. Yeah. When I was working on Static Shock, the character's face was based in part on mine.
So you're like doubly in Static Shock.
What's that?
You're like double in Static Shock. Your face and your voice.
Whoa. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously for us, we're coming in late to the game on this because The game existed. These characters existed. Now we're filling in. We're doing it over here in the United States. Hi, we're the cast. So maybe someday we'll meet the people that the faces are based off of, and it'll be weirdly similar. I don't know. I don't. At least I'm assuming that they don't change the appearance of the faces, because that seems to be an expensive proposition.
Yeah,
To localize
that makes
the
sense to me
faces.
if you're doing face cap, because then you know, if you want the bones of your face to align with the 3D bones of that character, that makes
Right.
sense. But to just do it for aesthetic reasons would be quite crazy. to me.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Let's say dedicated.
Yeah,
Dedicated to it.
Maybe.
Right.
Well, if you're famous, if you got a famous face, then that
Like
makes
all
sense.
of you.
Well, that's true.
No.
There's a reason I voice act,
Yeah,
Rob.
But I think
That's
our
the reason
voices,
you voice
yeah.
act.
Because you're too charming and handsome, and they fall down in your presence.
No,
That's not it. Oh,
it is
yeah.
because my face is.
Says who?
Don't worry about it.
Ladies and
You can
gentlemen,
open your throat when you speak.
Yeah.
oh my god. With that, these talented people are going to start signing the sprints that they have within their queue, and the other talent will be doing some pre-signs as well. So, and don't forget, VIP orders first, then go down your list. And while you guys are going through your orders, I will ask this. And I know that the people on YouTube would like this answer, this question asked as well. Who over here plays Genshin?
I do.
I
On
do.
stream sometimes.
2 out of 5 ain't bad. Bing bong.
Yeah.
Aiden, you don't play Genshin?
No, I
You
play
just
too-
call
I
them
play-
out hardcore.
I
Yeah.
play too much Magic the Gathering.
Literally playing. right?
I was literally playing before we came on.
I dig
My
that.
my boyfriend's obsessed with Magic the Gathering, but he won't teach me.
What?
I want.
She said what?
Competitive? Competitive?
No, he does. He does.
Kieran,
He
would
does.
you like to learn?
Commander. Yes.
So, after this, at 2 o'clock, if you want to come over to my place, I'm
behind the
having a
bleachers.
thing where I'm teaching friends how to play Magic.
Wait, really?
Actual card
Yeah,
game
like
or
literally
not?
today.
Can I
He's
bring?
gonna
Can
pull
I bring
up
my
in a
boyfriend
panel
along?
van and
Fuck it.
Okay, cool. He'll love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But Aiden,
Okay.
only if you teach them red and black attack.
Well, I already made like decks for people to play with and have. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
they will
I know
be
it's
there.
expensive.
if you want to really get competitive, it is. Which
Yeah.
I
They have like yearly releases and stuff like that. I play Magic too. I played it for a couple of years, so
So good to see
I
you.
appreciate someone that knows how to, you know, kick butt in card form. Very well.
Can I just
Yeah.
I'm gonna if you guys want any prints by me or any of the other cast members, I'm sure they have links in their Twitter bios. You can feel free to go on there and buy a print, and they'll sign it live here right now. Or same with me. So just find our Streamilies and buy prints and support these amazing people.
Everybody could go to streamily.com/Genshin where all of you guys are on that page.
That's it. Streamily.com/Genshin, where everybody
Look for our
is.
faces.
Look for our
Yeah.
faces.
Where
Wait a minute.
Wait, no.
But yeah, continuing on the Magic thing, I literally last month went to Philadelphia for just a Magic tournament. Just
We
because
love
I wanted
that.
to. Like yeah.
Seriously.
Oh yeah, it's back in the day. I used to go out of state all the time. I would go to like I've been to like, New Mexico, Colorado, Seattle,
Where in
Yeah,
Philly
it's-
was the thing?
Vegas. It was at the Pennsylvania Convention
Okay.
Center. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a mile
Do a
away
little-
from like the Liberty Bell and stuff
Let me-
like that.
let me double
Did
check
they
that here.
have like one big one, like the international or like esports, or is it like a lot of very like local?
It's very
I'd like to check
international.
that.
Yeah.
Check
It's
that
you
out.
know like the thing I was at in Philly was this thing called the Pro Tour as well,
actually,
which is like the big
I don't know the
competitive thing for all the best players in the world, and they're just from all over the place. So
Wow.
yeah, and it was a guy from the U.S. won this one, but like one of the best players of all time is from Germany, and another one is from Brazil, and like all that kind of stuff.
That's
So
so cool.
yeah.
What's the pin to the computer?
Oh, that's mine.
I successfully turned a Genshin stream into Magic the Gathering. I win.
But the thing is that you're talking about something that you love.
Although I've heard there's a card game in Genshin.
Is there a card game?
I've heard there's a card game in Genshin.
Catherine in here.
Kieran, is there a card game in Genshin?
Yeah, there's a card game in Genshin.
I need to try this out.
Right?
Like a Genshin card game or like
No, it's like a little. I think there's like a little mini game in Genshin, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I believe so. I haven't got there yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet either, but it would make sense.
But you stream like almost every day.
I do not stream almost every day. I stream maybe once every 2 weeks, sir.
Yeah,
When
I'm the same thing, and then it's like Genshin has like to get you back in. There's always like if you don't log in for a while, it's like, hey, if you come back and do this, like we'll give you some more stuff. So every time I come in, it's just like
It's just like you get heaps of gifts and
it's like
promos
come on,
and-
come back in,
come back in, and then you're like, I can buy everything.
What's TCG?
And then you do buy
What is
everything.
TCG?
Trading card game.
Tell us, Spike Bebop. What is TCG?
I have a love-hate relationship with trading
Magic
card
Gathering
games.
Impact.
Well, you got Pokemon, you got Magic, you got Yu-Gi-Oh. You have so many trading card games.
Well, it's
Magic
I didn't
card.
know if TCG was like also the abbreviation for the game in Genshin. But
Trading card Genshin.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
it is the card game
It
in
is.
Genshin.
Thank you.
TCS
is the
What is
card game
TCS?
again.
What is TCS?
Thank you.
Trading
Elise.
card super.
Okay.
You need to stop.
It's the
You're
card
just
game.
like throwing
The color saffron.
TCG stands for the card game.
The card game. Yes.
That still doesn't spell out TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG. Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, but
I think
who knows what
TCG is just
TCG stands for?
I think it is just trading card.
It's trading
but
card
the actual
game.
name is-
Because it's like the Pokemon
Yeah,
TCG.
don't worry.
Yeah.
like the Pokemon TCG.
You can tell who
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the real geeks are and who the pseudo geeks, because I'm just like, yeah.
Did you just call me a geek?
Did you just call yourself a pseudo geek?
I think we're
So,
all
ladies and gentlemen, go to streaming.
You goober.
So if they're tuning in up there,
Yes.
do I since the camera's not like what do I do?
So when you,
Well, like
so when you saw it, you hooked it up to this camera and be like, hey, this is for such and such, thank you.
and I just got to tell like
Yeah,
that guy be like, hey, look at me, I'm talking, and this is for Catherine, and you know. Okay, all right,
There you
cool.
go. Hey, yeah, once it hits your voice, the camera will pan.
Okay, cool.
All right. Speaking of, hi William, this one's for you. I signed it.
Good job, William.
Thanks for being a
That's the most
VIP.
adorable thing ever. I swear, like you should have like a big anime, like teardrop after. This is for you. Like no.
This is for you.
Well,
Put it in a
William.
Oh my gosh, you are the best.
William.
I'm trying to get a good angle.
Oh my god, it's like that.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm gonna
take it over.
Arturo, if you are in
I
the
need to
chat,
go
I'm
back
gonna
to
be
my home planet.
signing yours right
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry for dropping it.
Oops.
and he's
Damn it, turd.
I'm William, my favorite character. Well, Spike Bebop said that William is their favorite. Oh, that's William.
Wow,
there
that's
you go.
so cool.
Spike
Hi,
Bebop
Spike
is William.
Bebop.
Okay.
I'm so glad.
There you go, William. One love. Hype. Oh, so I gotta know.
Right.
I gotta know, right? Before you got Genshin, right? Before Genshin even came into your like cranial space, before it lived rent free in your dome.
Thank you for saying my
I love you, bro.
I think it's cute.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on rent free in your dome. Go on.
Rent free in your dome.
Yeah.
What projects would you say was like your blankie that every time you picked up this project, like, ooh, this is mine and I love it.
Ones that we worked on or ones that we want to work on?
Ooh, part of column A and part of column B. First, the ones that you've worked on, and two, the one that you want to work on, your dream project. Sorry.
Ooh.
One that I've worked on. So, if it was before Genshin,
Yes.
then it's Grand Blue Fantasy versus as Beelzebub. Because, you know, it was. It's a fighting game. It's a fighting game, and he's the main villain of the game. And
Sorry.
you know, it was just
Not
kind of
here.
cool because we had so many sessions working on that one, and we've got Grand Blue Fantasy 2 coming out later this year. So, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus 2, but yeah. And it was just really cool because he just got like all of like this really deep stuff. He's the final boss of the game. He had all of this like really interesting stuff, and he got to sit in a very interesting vocal place.
I hope the mic can pick that up because it was incredible.
Yes. If it's post Genshin, then it's Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was probably my big one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I was one of the player character voices for that, and
That's
Borderlands is one of my favorite game series, so getting to mess around in there. Those were like the easiest sessions ever, and by that I don't mean like, oh, it's like you walk in and you walk out. It's like, no, we literally just made dumb jokes the whole time. That's the whole session, and it was just great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
In terms of what I want to work on, I mean, we were talking about magic a little bit ago, and I'm not a planeswalker in Arena yet, so I would like that. Yes.
And I was actually going to ask you if you played Arena as well.
I was on my phone playing it before we started. The arena opens today. I'm trying to win money.
I voice Elspeth.
Oh, you're Elspeth. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a good character.
Yeah.
She died and then came back to life later.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't,
So
can't
she
keep me down.
she died in the storyline, but then she came back, and I think you're her after she came back because before she died before Arena came out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
You're like a reincarnated. You're like Sindel from Mortal Kombat.
She's sort of like a paladin kind of character. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing will
All right.
hinder your progress.
Your turn.
Oh,
Just do this.
my-
They're speaking.
If you have any VIPs you want to show, real quick, before you go.
yeah, I do.
I have one.
I've
After
got-
you're done.
Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop,
All right. Let
bop.
me get this.
You're loving
This is
it.
for Jing. Thanks, Jing. Thanks for being a VIP. That's not-
Very important person.
And now, while you're doing that, the character that you wanted to voice before COVID.
Before COVID.
You're changing the parameters of the question.
No, the question was a project that you done that
Yeah.
you really love
Mhm.
pre-COVID, project that, and then a project that you wanted to do pre-COVID, and a project you wanted to do post-COVID.
I thought it was
I thought it was pre
Genshin.
Genshin.
Genshin, I'm sorry.
Genshin and COVID are very different.
Well, technically, Genshin came out during COVID, so that.
I mean, they are both very viral.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Oh wow!
Zoom in.
That took a second.
Zoom in, everyone.
Wordplay.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Well, I was going to say, because you said something like your like safety blanket or whatever.
Yeah.
A role that I really loved doing was Wormhorn from After Party, which was the follow-up to Next School did Oxenfree, which I was the voice of Alex in that, which was like a dream come true. And then After Party was about two kids who find themselves in hell, and I voiced Sister Mary Wormhorn, who was their personal demon and was literally only there to try and like make them feel miserable, but she was kind of awful at it. She was a goofball, she was crazy, and I loved her. And like speaking of just like easy sessions, like that was just so fun. Even when I'm like off the mark, they ended up taking those takes because it was just so, you know, off the wall and fun. After Genshin, well, I got to do some stuff in God of War, which was really fun. Just like a franchise that I would have.
good answer.
Tell me to voice.
That's what you heard after God of War.
Yeah. I would have voiced anything, a twig. But yeah, I got to voice an Einherjar.
Cool.
I'm confidently saying that as if that's how you say it. I don't know. Someone tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, but I got to learn a bunch of
It's
Old
some
Norse.
Viking word.
Yeah, all of my lines were in Old Norse, so that was really
That's really cool.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
super
That's super
awesome.
fun.
it was really fun.
And then
Dream
Dream
Project.
Project.
Oh, Dream
There we go.
Project.
Aiden.
You got it. You got it.
Yes.
I play a lot of Overwatch, so I would be very happy to be a character in Overwatch. Dream.
There you
A
go.
dream.
I was sleeping with me.
Welcome to
Let's
World
go.
Madness.
Let's go. Oh.
Aren't they coming out with 2 new characters here soon?
I think you hit your
right?
pecs like 20 times there.
This guy's gonna say he's gonna go home later, and Rob's gonna be like, "What did I do? Wow."
It's that Overwatch fame, baby. No, but
I got really a little too excited.
That's right, Spike. Spike knows what's up.
Yo. God, pre all this, I did. Couple of things I can't talk about. But I mean, probably still dearest to my heart was Agent 9 and Spyro. Who I got to voice twice because they wanted to re-record all that stuff for the re-release, and it's like, I get to do that again? Because he's so nuts. Fun fact about that, after that game came out, apparently there was talk of Warner Brothers possibly doing it as its own cartoon series, and I was like, really? Do tell. Didn't come
You got
to
any
fruition.
more of that, Spyro?
Seriously. The only thing I think that ever came out of it was a couple of like test sheets, which I found on the internet somehow. But post that? That is a good question. Oh God, there's one of the best sessions I've ever done. It was so much freaking fun, and I just can't talk about it. But it's for a current franchise game, and it was
it's
nice
a game. That's what you have to
Yeah,
say.
big juicy game with a big.
I've heard of that
Huge
game,
role
Big
and
Juicy Game.
Big juicy game, and big juicy game too. Electric Boogaloo. God, I would.
Your dream.
Man, I would love to be in League of Legends. I just love what Riot does, and I've had some associations with Riot over the years, sort of dancing around it, and I love them, and I love those characters, and I just love the world that they built. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. That'd be a good time.
Hey, Arcane Season 2?
And dude, can we just talk about that for a second? What
Good
what
my-
a genius piece of art that was.
Arcane
I feel so. Real talk. I feel
Arcane is
really
beautiful
bad
if you
for
watch
Invincible because it came out the same year as Arcane.
Invincible is
Absolutely.
so
No,
just
Invincible
good.
is
brilliant,
fantastic.
but it came out the same year as Arcane, so
I
it just
know.
lost every award. It was like the waitress to Arcane's Hamilton. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that
Good
joke. Okay,
rap.
I want you to know
Thank
that.
you, thank you.
But you're right, it was superb. Invincible was just. I was only sort of vaguely familiar with the property when it was first on, so that first episode I'm watching, oh, it was really good. Great voice work, lots of really good. Oh my God!
And yes, that end. Oof.
Yes, and I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'm in forever now.
J.K. Simmons is too good at this. Like,
Everybody, the whole cast
very
was
good.
phenomenal.
He
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Like literally, he's
Academy
J.
Award
Jonah
winner
Jameson,
J.K. Simmons.
And then now he's just.
But
wait for
could
season
we just
2.
talk about too? That's the way to have a career. It's like
Oh yeah.
JK who, and then all of a sudden,
Bam.
everywhere.
Then all of a sudden he wants pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, I was looking at, for some reason I went down a rabbit hole this morning of like cable shows that, because I used to work at USA Network, and during that time, the closer on TNT was the number one, and I didn't realize he was a regular in that.
Oh.
He was like second build in the closer that ran from like 2006 to, it was like the number one
It was on
show
for
on
a
cable.
while, yeah.
For like 2006 to 2012.
Yeah.
I will
never
also
heard
say another fun J.K.
Pure
Simmons
Sedgwick.
fact. Legend
Oh,
of Korra
okay.
is an animated series with 2 Oscar winners in its cast.
That is wild.
Yes.
J.K. Simmons and Rami Malek.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is true.
They're part of Legend of.
Because Rami Malek was like Rami Malek was like, he was like the leader of like the bad pro bending team.
Yeah, he was.
Right,
Like, yeah.
I get a video of him in that on my TikTok feed sometimes where people like put an edit behind his voice and like, isn't he so attractive? Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you guys my TikTok feed.
So okay, man. We love
It's
you.
your For You page. Don't worry.
What?
My For You page. His voice is attractive. Okay.
His voice.
Kieran's feed today is brought to you by Red Bull.
I've had an entire can of Red Bull and I've not had one in years.
And an Uncrustable.
And 2
Oh,
Uncrustables.
oh man, you're
Yeah.
hopped up on Mountain Dew, bro.
I'm gonna hop in real quick and say, I'm sorry, Ching. I signed the wrong size. This is for you.
Bam!
Yeah, I wouldn't dare deprive you
we're
of
correct.
this
Super mega
the
size.
additional inches here. Okay, this is for you. Thank you for being a VIP.
In High Morningstar, Alabama.
I'll follow that up with this is to Arturo. Hello, Arturo. This is your print. I'll also show the Streamily print here. You wanted me to sign. Oh, it's all coming up now. So that goes to you, Arturo. I hope you enjoy your print. Thank you for being a VIP.
And Kieran, it's your turn.
What was the question?
Spike, J.K. Simmons was Tenzin. To answer your question.
Oh yes.
So your love project pre Genshin, post Genshin, and your dream project.
I'm in like that weird boat where I haven't been doing voiceover for too long. I started doing voice acting in 2020 when Genshin came out, and that was just like hobby. And then I went full time in 2021. So I've only been doing it for about 2 years. So before Genshin, I was really fortunate to book the lead in an anime before everything went to Texas. And that was like the first role I ever booked, and it was the last anime role I feel like I ever booked. But I was very lucky to book. It's called Spirit Chronicles, if anyone remembers it, or say
Remember
Regan.
the name, yeah.
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
I booked the main character Rio in that, and that was a freaking dream. But to also, that was like the first project I ever worked on, kind of thing, besides like audiobooks. And so I get to my session, and I'm having an actual panic attack in the middle of my session because I'm like, what is going on?
Because of good feelings?
It was
Yeah.
good feelings, but also like, oh fuck, I don't want to let these people down. This is such a big opportunity.
Sure.
I feel like I've jumped like 7 steps. And then so that was like the project before Genshin, and then it was kind of like flatlining. And then Genshin came out, and that like Genshin was kind of the dream project, right? I started playing, like, doing voice acting and stuff in my booth when Genshin came out. So I feel like I grew along with Genshin in a weird sense.
That's really cool.
And then since then, everything that's cool that I've worked on is under NDA. Like, there's just so there are 2 things.
I know.
Oh, you
Yeah.
understand?
Totally.
You understand?
I have some things that are going to be dropping later this year, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, Beck says someone needs to hug you.
Yeah, that's
on
what I was
their
about to
behalf.
comment.
Oh, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, only on streaming. You just see this love right here.
Aww. I
On
also
Streamily.
I also got a compliment on my hat. Thank you for saying it's cute, and the duck bag. Thank you for. It makes a
it's a
noise
duck.
when a
Okay.
noise when you squeeze its neck.
What?
Yeah, squeeze its neck.
Richard.
I don't want to choke your duck.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, wait.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wait. Wow, what technology? What a wonderful world we live in.
Can it do that even if I don't
Dr.
squeeze its
Chris's
neck?
mind is like,
Can
why
it do
does
that
this
even if I don't
exist?
squeeze its neck?
I
Yes.
really thought it was from the side.
I want to see it.
I thought it was Richard doing the noises
Here, I'll
too.
go.
I'm gonna force squeeze its neck. Watch.
Give me a second. Let me take off my jacket.
I'm just not even gonna touch
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Here you go.
I love how Beck says, Richard, you're a gem.
I am. Getting this thing going.
We're friends.
Hi, Dex.
Here you go.
Okay.
No, it's not me making those noises.
If anybody wants to know what
amazing
voiceover
technology.
actors are like when we're just hanging out, this is pretty accurate.
I apologize.
Yeah.
It's very obnoxious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's sort of like musical theater people.
It's, I haven't- I got-
It's a Denny's
Wait,
after a
wait.
musical.
Did you say what is it like?
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth pointing out that a person just walked in, clearly lost and in the wrong spot, walked in on this. I want to know what she thinks is happening right now.
She's probably like, this is like a duck
slowly
convention.
That we were
without making eye contact.
She thought we were part of a drug syndicate that is smuggling prints to
Yeah.
people out of the country.
Acid prints. You lick them.
It's just
Acid
LSD.
LSD.
Dude, this
Technically,
stream's
the
gonna
hologram
get
was
lit.
it.
No wonder your rainbow print sold out so fast. Whoa!
The rest of the stream is just us staring at our hands.
In complete silence too.
So we still have Chris. Your
Oh,
favorite-
hello. First, let me get to the VIPs because
Yes.
they
Heck yeah.
are very important. This is to Farah. Your devotion to the Saritsa is admirable. May she bless you, Capitano. There's that one to Farah. Thank you very much. And then to Catherine. Nothing will hinder your progress. So, Catherine, thank you very much. And hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly. I believe it's Shiwei McGee.
Yeah.
Oh, to Shiwei McGee, you are unstoppable. So thank you very much. And yeah, roles I did. What was the question?
It was like dream role before, like the role you booked after. That's
Yeah, your
really
favorite
cool.
role before Genshin.
Yeah.
Your favorite role after Genshin, and your dream role that you want to do.
I mean, I would probably say like the best role I've done before, mainly because of the aftermath, was Gundam Tanaka, just because it.
Everyone in my chat is saying they can't unhear Gundam whenever you're talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't really. I'm not like a person where it's like a chameleon. Whenever I go into the booth, it's kind of just me. But yeah, it's opened me up to a whole new community with everyone here, and yeah, I've made so many great connections, and it's that's really important to me. So that's it. Dream role. I don't know. I don't really think about that. I just don't.
Oh, so you're better than us.
No. I just no. It's not a matter of being better. It's just
Although I am.
no. It's not. It's not. Well, I mean, like,
And scene.
I know. I just don't like. I'm just very. It's just kind of a personal thing where I'm very content with where I'm at. I make a full-time living off of voiceover, and I used to be very. I want this, and now I'm like, I'm very happy with where I'm at, and having that peace is like a lot more than any. I got to a sorry to go off on a little tangent, but it was like during a time where I was kind of discovering all this, I kind of got to a point where it's like, would any dream role really make me happy? And it was like, not really. So I had to figure out what does make me happy, and a lot of it is fan interaction. I love that. I enjoy doing the work. I love that. But as far as like thinking about things in the future, stuff like that, I just kind of taking it as it comes because, just kind of, I try not to think about anything in the future really.
Okay, so let me rephrase this question.
Okay.
What franchise growing up
Ooh.
would you have wanted to?
Oh, okay. Now that's a great one. Coming up, I would probably say they weren't voiced, but if I could have been anybody in Final Fantasy IV, I'll retract. Now that you kind of got back to the nostalgia, it's not a thing I think they'll ever voice, but Final Fantasy IV was one of my favorite Final Fantasies. That was with Cecil, Kane. And Cecil has this like thing from Dark Knight to Paladin. So voicing him would have been fun. Voicing Squall would have been cool. Doug Erholtz does a great job as Squall. But yeah, so somebody from the Final Fantasy series. So those were the ones that like growing up I really those are still like moments I still think about, even if it was like a JRPG where it's just like little sprites, going by. Like still like those were like some of the most like. I just remember playing. Have you ever? Sorry to talk so much. The Flight of the Red Wings by in Final Fantasy IV. It's like the opening scene. It's like these these 5 airships in this like delta formation flying, and it just fades in. And that was like when I just got hooked on an RPG. It was like for the Super Nintendo. I was like in 2nd grade. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be such a cool story. And yeah, it was yeah. So there's that.
That is awesome. But before we continue, I'd just like to say that we are actually coming up on an hour, and I know that you have a hard out. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's say bye to Aiden.
Bye.
Bye, Aiden.
I gotta set up for my match.
Can you send me a Aiden, can you text me?
Yeah, I will. I'll
Wait, do you have my number?
Are we Facebook friends?
I don't know. I don't use Facebook.
I'll message you on Twitter.
Okay, that works.
give you
Or
on Twitter.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Or
Instagram
actually,
or
IG would be better because I took Twitter and Facebook off my phone.
Are you following me on Instagram?
Support.
Can you just?
I will check.
Yeah.
Or if
Alright.
anything, if you want to just write your number on a piece of paper and just leave it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
There you go. And before you leave,
We'll
tell
hold it up to the
everybody where they
camera.
can
I
find
did
you on
voice
social
dots.
media.
Yes. You can find me at Aiden Rudd, basically everywhere on social media at ADINRUDD, and that's basically it. So
Everyone
yeah,
go
I'm-
give
I am
Aiden
that
a follow,
everywhere.
he's awesome.
So yeah.
And can anybody see, your Magic the Gathering play somewhere?
I do stream sometimes. I haven't really this past month, but I really want to get back to it. So I plan to get back to playing some more Magic on stream in the next few weeks.
Get that
So,
vampire and that werewolf
Yeah,
pack
that's
ready,
a good
baby.
idea.
Like I don't play that miniature stuff. That's kid stuff right there. But thank you, Aiden. Have a
Thank
blast.
you. Deuces. Could you hand do you have a gold pen over there?
Heck yeah.
We have a gold
Sweet.
pen,
Okay,
just like the
perfect.
gold
There you go.
gun
Thank you.
from 007 GoldenEye.
Oh yes.
Look at that man with the golden gun. It's right in the title.
Well, that's part of that was a gun feature in the game. There's the movie. There's the movie.
I got you.
Chris understands.
Yeah, I'm
Bing
all.
bong.
I get it. There was, and also like I don't know if your house had the rule of like no one gets to play his odd job. That's cheating.
Oh yeah.
And then-
he's too short.
He's too short.
Slappers only.
There's okay.
Okay.
Or there was like if you ever did the just mines only, it was just like explosion everywhere you went.
Just put proximity mines.
Yeah.
Somebody just walking. Hey, I'm gonna.
Yeah, there was that, and then there was
Thank
like
you.
if you wanted to have like you wanted to shortchange yourself, you were you were Jaws because Jaws was taller than everybody.
Super big.
Is
Yeah,
this
playing with the
GoldenEye?
lasers, and I love how
yeah.
everybody's like, I did not play 007 GoldenEye, so please move on. So,
Did
Wait, did y'all not play
I
GoldenEye?
did.
Okay.
oh, you did?
I've never
Making
played
assumptions.
GoldenEye.
You never played GoldenEye?
Well, what year did it come out?
Ooh,
Rare 2000, no, 1996.
something like that.
That's-
It was like maybe a year after the 64 had been out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little before I was born, so probably.
Yeah.
not.
Oh my
It was the game that.
God.
Don't look at me like that.
I love how me and Rich are like, good
Step
God.
right over that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
You sweet
97.
little child.
my favorite.
Oh, 97? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a year before I was born.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Wait, also, do y'all
Well, good night.
do y'all remember that the N64 launched with only 2 games?
What?
Rare
Yeah.
64.
And Pilot Wings.
Yes,
Pilot Wings, and like it was like everyone was like trying to convince themselves to like play Pilot Wings. It was like no, I mean there's a reason that game was forgotten, but like at that point we were just so hard up for games that we would rent like Pilot Wings and be like, I guess this is cool. Like,
Then you got Torok in there.
yeah.
You know, and like Perfect Dark.
Ooh.
See, we're going on like nostalgia trip. You weren't even born, bro.
No.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking of right now is like Super Monkey Ball.
All right, everybody plays Super Mario.
Everybody plays Super Monkey Ball, right?
How many of you
Super-
played Pong?
I did play Pong. I mean, it wasn't like the thing to do when I was growing up, but like I did play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am old enough to remember when Pong came out, and it was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Yep.
It still is a pretty
It's
good
a game you can play on your TV.
And then you had the little dial wheel as a controller because
Yeah.
there wasn't even a controller.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your guys' console that came out? Like the console that came out that like defined your childhood?
I mean,
Atari.
NES.
Atari.
I got it
NES.
when I was I mean, my first game was the first Mario, and it was like you
Nice.
know, because I think I got my console like when I was 19, like 88 or something,
Okay.
and then like for then it wasn't like now where
that's
like
NES, yeah.
I forgot. Like games came with the system. That
Right.
was so.
It was a bundle pack.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always did. It was like a shock whenever like the 64 and like PlayStation launched. It's
come
like
up with nothing.
there's no game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I forgot that was a controversy we would read about in like EGM. Like so upset. Golly, I feel so old right now.
I don't wanna hear it.
The entertainment system came with Super Mario World, and the Sega came with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that Sega Nintendo rivalry was like nothing that like
Sega
Xbox.
That was
does what
intense,
Nintendo
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Well, I
You
just-
say, oh shit.
I really because the one that defined for me was the Wii. When the Wii came out, that was like because well,
let me help you with that.
I didn't have to like plug anything in, and I could play Wii Sports and all that stuff. And
I didn't
then-
have to plug anything in because mine was a Game Boy Color.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
loved it.
Not the
Is that the
Game
one where
Boy.
you had to like play by the streetlights when you're like on your night?
No,
yeah.
that's the original Game Boy.
The big fat
that
boy.
did not have a backlight.
And you had to buy a block that like went on in the light.
Okay,
How
okay, okay.
clunky is that?
That's so fun.
But they still run.
Yeah.
Those big boys.
Oh, those
blocks
big
still
boys.
run.
Holy
And
shit.
those you could put 4 batteries. They would last a long time.
Yeah, you just don't want to get a Game Gear. They drink.
There was no point to really have a Game Gear because you had to be near an outlet. They would drain like 6 batteries in an hour and a half.
Super
Oh my
friend.
god.
It was like the Stream Deck, like the big Stream Deck that Steam has right now.
Yeah.
It's as big as that, but you're like hanging around. Yeah, Game Gear power, and then all of a sudden, after an hour,
Oh.
Yeah.
drop all your batteries.
Oh my
Put
God.
all your
Yeah.
batteries in. That was cool. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I remember
God.
the first handheld games we had were like
Oh
football,
God.
soccer, and hockey, and they were
Like
all
Tiger.
basically the same.
The Tiger Electric.
Oh God.
But yeah, it basically beep,
yeah.
Yeah.
beep, beep.
And it's just lines.
Oh.
and
It's
actual
like,
people.
my
so fun, though.
god.
Not
Wow.
even people, just like dots.
Oh,
Like freaking like dots on the
That's
thing, and
kinda
we were
fun.
like, "This is
So cool.
technology."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that.
We're
on
like surrounding
long,
each other.
long commutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
My
Yeah, yeah,
family
yeah,
was
yeah.
just like that was always in the
Uh,
back of the passenger seat.
We
Right.
always had
It's just
the
like,
we always
all
had
right.
the
But the
DS.
batteries never ran
The
out.
DS,
The
I'm so
Nintendo
sorry.
DS.
You were so like electronically like sound. We had Tiger things that we had to press the reset button, and if it didn't work, we just threw it out. You had a beautiful DS
I had
with
a DS,
cartridges.
yeah.
You don't even understand what
Yeah.
the old school.
Yeah. Well,
You just feel like does it? You're like, oh, thank
No one can
Oh my
see
God,
right
that
now.
just brought
so-
back
I mean, like,
memories.
also there was.
Oh my God.
I was watching. Or y'all what? First off, Yellow Jackets is a great show.
Oh my god!
I
so freaking good.
I absolutely love it, but it was they crashed it
Bonkers
in
show.
1996, and
Yeah.
then at one point like they were messing with cassette. It's like try blowing on it. I was like, that's right. I forgot about the blowing on the cartridge, and it worked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It wasn't like whenever we smack something now, it's like it doesn't ever like work. It's like no, it doesn't work. You blow on it. Okay, cool. Had some dust.
Well, it's because of the condensation from your breath actually it warped and actually loosened the chip in it, because that's the reason why it didn't work. It got covered in dust, and after repeated putting it into your system, it just came together. So you blew it, the condensation just like kind of like melted it and just like loosened it up. So when you put it in, it'll work right. And I was
Wow.
like, it legit. I watch MythBusters. I watch a lot of this geek
Yeah.
stuff, and they
That's
actually did it
cool.
like, why does this work? And this is why. I was like,
Wow.
Fucking cool.
huh.
That's
I mean, I
so
knew it had
cool.
something to do with dust. I didn't realize that was the. Wow,
Yeah.
fascinating.
That
I
was
did.
pretty cool. Kieran, you never have to deal with this stuff.
I mean, no, because I had the DS, which had the Game Boy and the bottom part.
Oh.
So I did have to do that with some Game Boy cartridges.
Fair enough, fair
for
enough.
like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and stuff like that. Which
Oh, what happened?
did I?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
You're
good.
good,
Okay.
you're good.
See, because
Okay, I'm
Kieran,
good.
you were just bringing up Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like, what was the game that you would play when you were a kid?
When I was a kid,
Yes. And by the way, guys, keep on the orders. For the
Oh yeah.
I would play a lot of Well, it depends. Like what do we define being a kid? Because like
So let's say
I could
time is
tell you
up
the
now?
game that I played the most, and I could tell you the first game that I grew up playing and was obsessed with.
you could do both, yeah, from like age of like 5 to like 18.
Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Was that your first or your favorite?
No, my first was Bomberman.
Oh
Nice.
God!
That's a great
But
first game, dude.
That is a
Game
good-
Boy because
Do you know that is the second time I've heard Bomberman referenced in 48 hours?
Whoa,
That is weird.
I haven't
Go
heard
on.
the word Bomberman in like
Yes.
years.
No,
okay. So yeah, the first game I ever played was Bomberman, and then the first game I fell in love with was Pokemon. Well, technically it was Pokemon Emerald, and then Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came right out, and I begged my parents, like, please, and they
Baseball and
got me that, so I was very happy.
That's
And then the
awesome.
game that I spent the most amount of time playing was freaking World of Warcraft.
Oh, well.
Wow, all right.
I joined in when I was like 12, so that was like right when the Wrath of the Lich King was ending and not Burning Crusade, but Cataclysm was out. So
Okay.
does anybody know?
Yes.
Oh, whoa! I'm getting a raid. Hello.
You're getting raided?
Hello.
Oh.
You're getting raided? Kieran's
Who's
getting
raiding
raided, ladies
me?
and
Wait,
gentlemen.
hello. Who is this? Oh my gosh, Sorosness, thank
How many
you.
people did they
Hi,
raid
can I get a bing bong?
with? How many people did they raid with, Kieran?
97.
Whoa, 97 in the
Thank you.
raid!
Hi, Sorosness.
Let's
Hello.
go. You're like, I have no idea what that
Nope.
is.
Do you guys want to say hi? Wait, I gotta do a little.
raid is when other streamers on
Alright.
Twitch, they basically have their
Hello.
fans and they're like, hey, we're gonna go and send everybody to that person's stream. Somebody with
Cool.
92 viewers went straight to Kieran's stream, so
Yeah.
he has like well over 1 million people right
That's
now.
not. It's not a math. But for those of you who don't know, we are currently doing a live stream Genshin signing. So you can go to streamily.com/Genshin to purchase prints for everybody here. If y'all would like to introduce yourselves, just real fast.
Hello, I'm Erin Navette, and I voice Arlecchino in Genshin Impact.
I'm Richard Tatum, my voice Piero.
I'm Kieran Regan, and I voice Hazo.
I'm Chris Turgliafera. I voice Capitano.
And they're all incredibly talented and wonderful. And oh my god, my phone is dying. Oh,
I got you.
Sorosness, why did you do this to me?
I got you.
Okay.
There we
Thank you. Okay, sorry everybody if you're getting like whiplash on your head.
No, you're good. So where are we at with orders?
I've only signed one.
Oh, you-
So I should probably sign
Not
another.
motive.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not leaving. I mean, I need to motive. I'm gonna sign the stuff. That's what I mean to say.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Sorosness, how dare you? No, it's fine.
And so, Erin, you're pretty much almost good?
Yeah, I just need one more 11 by 17 of this
All
pretty
right.
lady.
Cool.
Okay.
11 by 17.
That's all good, man.
Phenomenal
We got
person,
close elbows. Man.
type
I don't-
creature,
Yeah.
entity of the Wisp of the Wind. I don't know. I don't play. But I'm just straight up looking. She looks bad.
I signed this one for Normandy.
Is
There
she
you
like
go.
a vampire? She has like this, Twilight thing going on with her.
Yeah, because she's all powerful and beautiful.
And
You don't have to suck people's blood in order to be
Is there a tester
pale
print
and
anywhere?
attractive.
You can use
Okay.
my spilled my Red Bull on.
Oh, good. I was like, I always have those. That's like, I messed this one up.
okay.
This is the tester print.
I spilled the Red Bull on a print. Sorry.
No, it's
No, continue.
for the best.
So, alright. So, those were your games growing up.
Yeah.
Chris. Games growing
Can I do
up.
one
Oh,
more?
God.
Oh, yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Sarah, if you're in the chat, hello. This is your print. You added a little can't
thank
fool me. And then we've got little signature down here. Your number 180. Sarah, thank you so much for ordering. I really appreciate the support.
Please cry. You men cry, guys.
Don't worry, it's very easy to make me cry.
Aw.
Yeah.
Because you have a warm soul.
Game I played. I played a lot of games growing up. Final Fantasy IV. I played every Mario. I was like obsessed with Mario. Played every Mario. Every Zelda up at like I think my favorite Zelda. I think you can tell a lot about like what generation you were in. But my favorite Zelda was Link to the Past. And here's why I loved Link to the Past, because like I was a kid playing that game, and that was before you like knew everything, like you knew all the spoilers or whatever. And I thought once you got the Master Sword and beat like the guy in the light, which I thought was the only world, the game was over. And then you basically you beat the big bad, and there's an entirely like I was only a third through the game, so there's this entire new game in the Dark World, and it just took me by surprise. I thought I had beaten the game, and there was like so much more, and that's never going to happen to me ever again. Like you always know, like here's the completion percentage you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Link to the Past, played a lot of Madden.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. One dream role I would like to be is the offensive coordinator in Madden, where if you like ask for a suggestion for a play, they're the ones that like
Tell you something.
yeah. So I think that would be cool. But anyway, but those are the games. I was like very much in the SNES, and then I think my favorite Mario game though was 64. That was like one of the few games. Like once I got like 120 stars, I was like, I still want more game.
Mm-hmm.
I
the people that speedrun that game, yeah?
Yeah. I can't, I wish they had done a proper because we did like Mario Sunshine and stuff like that, but I thought we could have done another one on the 64.
Honestly, if you look at the limitations of it, it was groundbreaking at the time, but literally right after that, when we went into the Wii and everything like that, then you have Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, Galaxy's great.
Way better. The graphics are years better. So it's like, to put another Mario game onto the N64 made no sense. But that's why we had, what's it called? Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You know? So that supplemented the Mario type of...
I would fake being sick to stay home from school so I could play Mario Kart Wii. And I got so good that
At playing sick or
both.
So good at playing sick.
But I held the world record for 30 minutes in one track.
Nice.
In like the track had just released, there was like you could do online play and people could make their own tracks. And so this was like a really popular track. So I held the world record for 30 minutes and then I never touched it again.
Well,
because
you held that record though.
Yeah.
That's
30
that's sweet.
Yeah.
There was one time when I played competitive arena football for the PlayStation 2, and I was number one in the world.
For a moment, I was thinking actual competitive.
Oh no, I
arena
wish that
football,
would be fun.
Dude,
But no, it was
Right? Yeah.
the reason I picked that game is like there's probably not going to be that many people playing it, and I can probably be number one in the world at one point, and I was for a little bit, and then there was this one guy that was just a lot better than me, and then he was number one.
And then there's like nothing you can do at that point.
No,
Unless you want to.
and then I had stuff to do. I was in college. I had to go to class or something.
Yeah.
I had
You're like going down the list of other sports. Like, I wonder if there's a highlight game.
Yeah. Is there a
Curling?
handball?
Is there like a really good curling game?
I think there's a good curling game.
ESPN curling.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a really good curling game.
Wait, did you guys ever play any sports or anything like that? Also, this is to Crowjet. Hi, Crowjet. I made Hazel a cat boy.
You play rugby, don't you?
Yeah, I play rugby.
That's so
I
intense.
play rugby for the LA
yikes.
Rebellion.
Easy.
The LA Rebellion?
The LA Rebellion.
Dang.
The LA for a second. I was like, that?
No. The LA Rebellion. It's like we're a very LGBTQ plus friendly team, and I think we're D2 now.
Nice.
It means like you have like different tiers of rugby. So like if we're talking baseball, Angels would be like the best tier, right? The Angels have like feeder teams of like people that they try out to get into like Premier League basically. D2 is like you're one step below D1 and it's exponentially more difficult.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm not like a professional rugby player by any means. Yet. Yeah, I play rugby right now. That's fun.
Is there actually a professional rugby league in the United States?
Yes. Well, there's professional rugby teams. League, it's more international of a sport.
Yeah.
So like the San Diego has a really like big team. You can actually go and see them play. It's really, really fun. Yeah. But like the main like powerhouse hitters in rugby are like New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, sometimes Great Britain.
Like the countries that actually invented rugby.
Yeah.
I think it was actually invented in Great Britain. If I'm not mistaken.
They're all like Commonwealth countries.
Yeah, they're all Commonwealth countries.
In the first JoJo's, Dio and JoJo are on a rugby team in England. They're like, that's in one of the episodes of like.
Yeah, I remember
that. Was
that,
like
I remember
they like
that.
so it's like they're best friends, but Dio was evil the whole time.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really there was kind of a motive, but mainly a lot of times they would just be like, this guy's pure evil. It's like there wasn't really much depth back then. It was just like, no, we're making this guy evil.
He's evil because he is.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, you got to give us your games growing up.
Did you play any sports? That's my question.
Did I play any sports?
And throw it a
Yes.
sport too.
Oh God. Okay, so my journey with sports was that I am a very competitive person, but when I was a kid, I knew I wasn't very good at sports, so the way that I would compensate for losing poorly would be to pretend that I didn't care. So I would kind of like just goof off. So like
Oh,
I played
nice.
team soccer, like red, blue jersey level. And I was goalie and I would just do cartwheels.
You do cartwheels?
Yeah. To like just show like I don't care that I'm missing all these balls. And the coach would talk to my mom and be like, she's not playing the game. And she's like, no.
But
So
you
then
would save the goal in a cartwheel though.
nah.
Oh no. Okay.
No, you just miss the goal and then you go cartwheel. Yeah.
I was very much like when I ended up getting decent at sports, but when I was playing soccer when I was younger, like I was no good. And
Yeah.
I was on a
It's
really
hard.
good team though, so
Oh.
if you're on a really good soccer team when you're younger and you're bad, you get to play defense. And it means what you do is you sit down and play with the grass while the ball just never comes your way.
Yeah.
Like ever makes it down to your side.
But yeah, so then I went on to less team-centric stuff. I did gymnastics.
Oh, I did
You're doing
gymnastics
cartwheels
too.
after
Yes,
all.
yeah.
I did gymnastics too.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
sister was quite good and went to the competitive level. And then I did ice skating for a while, which was really fun. And that's actually where I played my Game Boy a lot because the only time I could skate with my coach would be like 4 a.m.
I was
before
just
school.
gonna say, yeah.
And it was, like 30 minutes away. So it would just be like me eating dry cereal in the car, playing my Game Boy, going and doing an hour of training, and then going like straight to school and falling asleep in class. It lasted about 2 years. Yeah, and then I stopped doing sports.
That's
that
very
kind of
fair.
killed it for me.
Start playing video games more.
And started playing video games. Yeah. So growing up, I did the thing where it was like you had each friend that had a different game console. And so you're like, today I want to play GoldenEye. So I'd go over to my friend Allie's house and she had the N64. And then my next door neighbor had a GameCube. The first one we got outside of the Game Boy was a PS2. My mom didn't believe in violence in games, so she got it because I wanted to play Dance Dance Revolution. And she was like, great, that's an active thing you can do with your body. I'll buy that for you. So I did that, and I played like Trials and like Need for Speed, and that was about the only games she would buy for us. But I played DDR like crazy.
Do you still DDR?
Loved it. I mean, when I go to the ones in arcades where it's like a
I was
hard
thinking, like,
surface,
round
it's
one.
harder, and the people there are very good. I was very good in terms of like my cul-de-sac,
Yes,
But you
yes,
put me in a
yes.
public space that I, not very good anymore.
Once you see somebody holds on to that back bar,
Yeah,
I
no.
give up. Thank you.
No.
You're
Yeah.
like warming up.
Yeah. Oh, and at one point they came out with Karaoke Revolution, which was very strange.
Karaoke Revolution.
It wasn't about like having fun and singing the song. It was about hitting the notes right.
Yeah.
So like I remember singing what is it, that song from Greece? Like,
Grease
you're the
Lightning.
woman I want, doo-up, boo-doo-ba-doop, hoo, honey.
Oh,
because
because you have to get it. You have to get it perfect. Oh my god.
So you just look like
That's
a maniac.
That was
Yeah.
me and
Yours
that was
is
me in
next.
Guitar Hero, where Guitar Hero I can't sing for shit. But I can go as the song's going on, and I can score like 100 just because it's just moving up and down. I'm not saying any of the words because
Yeah.
all of it against them.
That was
That's all you
Rock
need.
Band.
Yeah, Rock Band. Thank
Rock
you.
Band,
Well,
yeah.
there was Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
What a great franchise.
Those were
Dude,
fun.
those were fun.
Really fun.
If they ever have like another Rock Band Guitar Hero, that would be a cool project.
Dude,
to play.
I
Yeah.
tweeted
Yeah.
Nintendo. I'm like, can you please do this?
Mhm.
Or like, well, technically, I tweeted to Nintendo and PlayStation. I'm like, can you please bring this back during COVID? I'm like, we're stuck at home. Let's do this. A rock band, old school rock band set. $500.
Dude, and think about it with like modern music. Oh, that would be so cool.
Like, that's insane. And yeah, with the modern. Well, I don't know about the
Darlene
modern
and
music. The
Ludovic.
modern music is like, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep searching.
Humana,
You'll
humana,
never
hibbity,
know
hibbity, pop,
when the
pop,
next
pop.
clue will show its face.
100%.
I was gonna say,
Thank you, Darlene
rock
and
band
Ludovic.
EDM is just like
I can't wait for you guys to get your prints.
not quite as much fun.
Well, they had DJ Hero.
I
Oh,
like
that's
DJ
cool.
Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember DJ
It was-
Hero. I never played it.
Interesting. It was
It was
interesting.
not as fun, unfortunately.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
But we were talking about sports. I actually went to a very sports-heavy high school, all boys school in Philly, and
One of the days where you
Yeah.
spend your days on the playground.
In Philly?
Most of your days.
My family's from
had
Pennsylvania.
to. We were required to end up, but yes, Philly.
My family's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, where?
Do you know Sayre?
Yeah.
You know Sayre?
I grew up in Pennsylvania, so yeah.
So,
no one
yeah,
knows
so how do you
Sayre.
do it?
Holy shit.
There's a long
Yeah.
story why I know weird
Never
little
been
towns in
to
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Chase.
Sayre and Ithaca.
It's
First
better.
That's
Oh,
like that's like
yeah.
Northern
Right,
Europe.
right,
Yeah,
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 So
yeah.
I'm a New
favorite
York
thing
boy,
to do.
Cool.
Connection.
Jaden
We'll talk
played,
about that later.
that they always quote, hit him
What?
with the prenup and the thing, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love
there
doing
you
it.
go.
No,
makes
I
you feel
mean
so
my
good
ex
that you like
is
it
from
too.
there, so yes. But no. The New Jersey thing is
Jaden,
what
are you in
exit?
here?
Yeah. No, we do not.
Good night.
actually.
I was fairly athletic as a kid. We played a lot of. I was from Philadelphia, so we did a lot of street sports. So played baseball and hockey and all that right in the
Stickball?
street there. Played
That's
stickball,
fun. That's
yeah.
fun.
Pimpleball, all that, and but I played soccer. I actually was a goalie. I lettered, but we had this after-school participation. So we had all these sports that we were required to play, but we also had a theater program. And basically, it was me going, "Yes, I'm stopping all the balls. I'm doing great." And rehearsal starts in 3, 2. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you got-
The moment I didn't have to do that, I didn't. But when I got to college, I wanted to make sure that I was doing. They were making us dance a lot in that program, so there was that. But I wanted to keep myself active, so I actually took up fencing.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I actually was on the Oberlin fencing team for a brief
very cool.
Somebody
stint.
could get decapitated by your on guard.
No, just your eye poked out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
If you're not wearing
Touch.
If you're not
Ow,
wearing
dude,
protective
that's
gear.
So how
Well-
many of us here have a theater background? I do.
I got into theater in college because I fell into it by accident. Because I didn't do.
Tripped into
I was gonna
onto
say,
a stage
wasn't
and you
there
were
a sign on
No,
the floor?
I did. I had to take a public speaking class, and it just so happened that the teacher was a professor of theater at the University of Kansas, where I went, and I ended up. He liked what I had to say, and he's like, "You should try out for the show." I'm like, "Okay." And so I tried out for the show, and I never auditioned for anything in my life. That was like my junior year of college. I'm like, I'm bored. I'll try it. And got in the show, and then it was there like I was trying to fast track a minor in theater because I had so much fun. And I was like, this is such a cool fling. I'm never gonna act again. And then COVID happened right when I graduated, and so it was like
Oh, shit.
I can't find anything in my degree or for graphic design.
Oh, graphic design.
Yeah,
Interesting.
graphic
Okay.
design and
Oh.
photography. That was like my main thing. And then I was like, well, shit, I have a stimulus check, and I'm working at an Amazon warehouse from midnight to 8 a.m. So I really have no social life. I'll buy a microphone and some foam to pursue this hobby of voice acting because I too like Critical Role. And they said anyone can do it. And I'm like, okay. And then I got fired from that job in 2021. Blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Same day I got fired, I booked my first audiobook.
Wow.
So it was like, oh, there's rent paid for 3 months. 'Cause
That's-
it's Kansas.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's I'm unconventional. Or it's just like it just kind
Yeah.
of happened, and then it was like, oh, you do good here. You should do this.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad that it accidentally happened because so many people love what you do.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
No, it's true, man.
It's I don't know. It's shit's hard to remember sometimes. So
Truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, how about you?
Okay, first let me get to, there were
Yes.
2 people I signed. First off, Jaden, this was the best request ever. On my stream, I always, there's a song by Drake called Back to Back. And there's a line where he goes like, "Make sure you hit him with the prenup," and I say it all the time. Like when on stream, it's like, "All right, guys, we're gonna hit him with the prenup," even though it makes no sense. But anyway, somebody asked me to sign that on this, so Jaden, make sure you hit him with the prenup. Golly, so thank you. That
With a golly at the end, that's
Like
great.
yeah. Oh, also I say golly. Mainly because I don't want to say GD on stream all the time. So I figured out why my dad growing up always said golly, and it was just
That works.
basically just same cadence, same everything, just not swearing in front of the kids. So that's what I do on my stream. So there's that, and let's see, correct pronunciation of this one, of your OC, Saichi, correct? To Saichi, my love. I may have a ways to go, but you're already there. Christy.
If I had panties to throw, I would.
That's the fun thing about Ryoma, this character, this small little tennis boy,
That's a nice one.
was the fact that when I went into the booth, I've never heard a vocal reference. The VA for the
Congratulations on
Japanese
getting
was
DNA.
so deep. Deepest voice I've ever heard in my entire life, and it was for this little character.
Huh.
So, yeah. But,
Interesting.
yeah. And what was the question?
Theater.
If you had theater.
I was voice acting out here for a while, and then I just realized I had to get better, and I ended up going to Playhouse West out here
Yeah.
for 3 years and learned Meisner and wrote and got on stage, and it really helped. I mean, I just, because I came into this with like, you have a great voice, you should do this. Like, I do have a great, and like, you really do need that acting background, no matter what, like.
You think?
Yeah, exactly. So like it was I was taking like voice acting classes, which helped, but like to just being on stage, it just really, I think also just gave me a lot more confidence moving forward with everything. So it's just so yeah, that's my background with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching an hour and 18 minutes on the stream. We will be ending the stream in approximately 5 minutes. So,
Oh gosh,
finish all of your VIP orders. Any outstanding orders can be done offline. And ladies and gentlemen, on the stream, you can go to streamy.com/Genshin Impact and get your prints from these fantastically talented people.
And I wanted to say to Darlene and Ludovic, congratulations on moving together for uni.
Congratulations!
I'm so glad you guys bought a print to decorate your dorm room.
Nice.
Yeah, congrats. Bing bong.
Good God. All right, so this is a question that is very near and dear to me. Because Aaron mentioned this in the past, that you are a big Overwatch person.
Oh yeah.
And does anybody else
This
play
is
Overwatch?
yours. Thank you, Anahi. I play Overwatch.
Okay, so that's 3 out of 5 ain't bad. Okay, so would like to ask you two real quick, who are your mains? That's all.
Well, that's important.
I'm a Moira main when I can get away with it.
AKA yes, Moira.
Same.
She doesn't heal.
I'm also
She
Moira
doesn't
main.
heal.
I'm equal. My
I'm
stats
equal.
are
I'm equal.
in line.
I bet you if I look at your profile, you have way more kills than you have heals.
No. No, I'm a very good healer.
Sam, if you're here,
And if I see
I've
that I
got
am
something,
dipping below
for you.
the rest of the lobby in terms of healing, then I know where to shift my focus. But sometimes the DPS isn't doing enough.
That's so true.
You gotta help them out.
Are you like what rank are you guys?
Oh.
I'm
Let me
diamond
know,
4.
Farm.
What?
Sam
I'm
or
copper
Cheyenne.
3.
I am bronze
wait,
3.
which one?
Like,
Which one are you,
God.
Sam or Cheyenne?
Dang.
Yeah,
Jesus.
basically it's the tier. It's you start at bronze and then you move up.
I'm like wood 6.
So yeah.
I was going to say, it sounds like anniversary, so I think it was pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Like
Or
her being
Sam.
diamond, that means that you've played
Sam,
since like
okay.
the first Overwatch.
I've played since it came out.
Wow. All right.
2000. What is it?
Sam.
15, 16?
Clock brand.
I will come home.
Is that over? Oh,
There is
Dex is riding me
overclocking.
hard today.
There, boy.
Insulting my British accent.
Is that a clock brand?
Dex is just negging you.
I say, I believe my Overwatch is no longer functional. Oh dear. Oh, the spring must have broken.
Can we talk about Pong again, please?
Yes, we had a dial that we used to do. We spent hours making it go boom.
We have 2 more
You
minutes
asked for it.
left. So, question: since you guys have a theater background, have you ever done LARPing? Live
I
action?
want to do that.
I have a friend who's
Have you
really
done
into it.
I've done Vampire the Requiem.
Oh,
in
cool.
New York, so I do LARP.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
gonna try to do it out here in LA. So.
Well, hit me up if you do, because I've always wanted to do that.
Oh yeah. Well, what I'm trying to do is try to do like D&D game with a bunch of VO people.
Oh, D&D
Give them
is so
character
good.
sheets in just an hour and a half
Basil?
of just
Oh,
ridiculous.
shit.
Awesome. I'd be down.
You like
I mean, my Overwatch is broken. It's a funny thing.
Have you played D&D before?
Yeah, I played a ton in D&D when I was younger. And then
Younger.
at some point in my 20s, I started doing theater when I was 18, and I did a lot of it. And it got to the point where the idea of dressing up was what I did for work. To me, it was like, I don't have to dress up today. Kill.
Yeah, I feel
And every so often, I still do theater. I love throwing on stuff. I have a whole costume for Jane Austen when I do improvised Jane Austen at improv theater. Shout out to my improv people. And that's super fun, reasons you wear. But that's as close to LARPing as I get these days. When I was young, you see, we'd dress up and we'd pretend. And the word LARPing had not yet come into existence. That was more of a
Basil, here's
sandwich.
your print. There's something in this
I
air.
don't know.
Something that tells me
Lamb
this is
sandwich
brewing.
with
Bing bong.
butter,
Basil.
LARP.
Well,
Yeah.
playing
There you
D&D
go. I have a
is just
sign
like
right
it's exactly like LARPing, but it's just that you don't.
Yes,
get
no,
up
I'm
Yeah.
familiar.
and do it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I asked.
D&D is what got me into voice acting because I watched Critical Role.
I have so many friends who started off doing voices in their games, particularly as dungeon masters, and they're just like,
And this one.
I can make
is for
money doing this
Sebastian V.
funny thing.
You're improvising,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that is like a pillar of acting is improvising. And a lot of people just don't realize that playing D&D is literally just like going to an acting workshop.
Yep.
It really
Friends and just like seeing what sticks.
Especially if you're
It's-
the DM.
It's an acting class.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
but the worst thing in D&D is that you're throwing up whatever sticks, but if it don't stick, you tend up dying.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go after that goblin and punch him in the eye. Oh, one.
I don't know, man.
Goblin stomps you, you're dead.
I feel like
Well,
that's
Or
better.
I'm
that's
going
the
to go
that's
make
the
chili.
It's
DM.
better than improvising and like an improv troupe. Because
Yeah.
when you throw it and it doesn't stick, you bomb.
Yeah, you
That
get
hurts.
heckled.
That hurts.
Like, yo, you see that joke Aaron did? Oh, good
Not
God.
even heckled, it's silence, and that is
Oh,
just
And
That
it's silence
is-
from your
yes.
it's silence from your friends too.
And it's like, I think I hear my Overwatch ticking.
That's funny.
So has everybody signed their VIP orders?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
signed my
I
VIP
have,
orders.
and mine were there, and I saw them, and
Shazam.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wind down this stream. We're going to go left to right and say exactly where they can find you on social media, starting with Aaron.
Hi. In case you forgot, my name's Aaron Yvette. I don't know why I had to say that. I forgot what we were doing. You can find me online at Aaron_Yvette on Instagram and Twitter. Bye.
Crap, it's me.
That's right.
Hi, this is Richard Tatum. I am mostly on Instagram at Richard Tatum. You can also find me still on Twitter at Richard Tatum LA.
Question mark?
Yeah, I don't know how much longer that's going to go on because
I see.
Twitter's on fire. Not in a good way. But mostly, yeah, most of my socials are on Instagram these days. So find me there.
Hi, I'm Kieran Regan, and you can find me, Kieran Regan, on most social media platforms, or Kieran Regan VA. My name is spelled because it's always misspelled, so people are like, "Where are you?" It's Kieran. That's how you spell it. So yeah. Have you ever-
Brand.
I had somebody spell my name like Quran, like the holy book.
Oh.
Ooh,
Or
that's awkward.
yeah, it's weird. I'm like, no, I'm not named the Bible. I've been like my name's been misspelled in like cast lists multiple times.
Oh yeah.
I wrote your name like Regan, like Ronald Reagan. Actually,
Yeah, everyone
Reagan,
thinks it's
not
Ronald Reagan, and I'm like, no, I'm gratefully not associated with that man.
Gratefully not associated.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. And Chris, last but not least, where can they find you on social media?
Hi. If you're still, I'm going to be going through on my Instagram, signing the rest of them, so you can just catch me there. I'm just plowing right into that. But you can find me at Turgliafera at Twitter, Chris Turgliafera on Instagram. If you type in Turgliafera, I'm probably going to come up. So and I'm on TikTok at Chris Turgliafera. Anyway, I'm
Spell that.
TERGLIA F as in Frank ERA. So
Yeah.
I'm
Look this up right now.
yeah.
There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, you can always catch us at Streamily.live on all social media. And if you want to go back, go check out this stream at the YouTube at Streamily. And last but not least, go to Streamily.com to check out all the fantastic talent that we have on our platform and the upcoming events.
Exactly.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down the line. Say goodbye in your character's voice.
Goodbye in our characters' voices.
Oh, am I starting?
Yes, Aaron. No. They're like, what about me, my left? Go for it. Uh-oh. It's acting.
Goodbye.
That was
Cold.
cool.
Farewell. Bye.
Until we meet again.
I'm gonna rate everybody. I'm gonna be rating Rin Tai Show.
And with
See
that-
y'all later.
Goodbye, everybody. See you
Oh,
later.
tell them I said hello.
What's up?
And we are
Underscore?
done on the YouTube. And then
Yes.
Kieran,
YV.
Chris, you guys are still live on yours. So when you're
Yes.
done, save it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I missed that.
Dude, I keep thinking that you're our age and